LALECHE. Parity, not patriarchy. Past, present, futures. Here we are again. The Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General's COCHRISTSZ. That's what we like to call ourselves and use. All of us, everyone's, and more's are coming very most soon. But in order to connect our names and purposes to other archetypal languagings of hers and histories on this our homes and all our planets, past, present, futures, we also call ourselves other names, such as including ever young goddesses and gods. Now, does that mean we're trying to become a pantheon above others? No, of course not. But we are delivering this divine democracies, so that all the Elohas and Elohims, all the Eli circles and arrows, all the females and males, all the souls that God has created and incarnated back and forth in circles, times, and balance and contact can be reunited for heavens on this on all our earths. In contact. Now, does that in any way suggest that we're trying to usurp the ever-loving authorities and powers of the one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe? No, of course not. There is only one Mother, Father, Goddess, God of the universe, ever-present in all creations and all sustainings, including us and all that we know and has ever known, past, present, futures, and all the females reparatively the divine feminines, and all the females and males equally reparatively the divine feminines and masculines, with the I in it, and all the flora and fauna that God has given us to go stewards. And so therefore, we says, Namaste, the divines within us, Greeks, the divines within yous and alls. And we says, Miko to your OST, Miko to your Koseros, we are alls related, we are any's and alls, and everyone's alls related, so because we know it's that we are alls related, we cans and shells and cans come together in back and forth in circles, times, in balance and contact for heavens on this and all our earths. And we also says the elites within us, Greeks, the elites within yous and alls. Cogs on pox, Bahaval, Chaim, Shalom, Mir, Pache, Sol, Salam, Merci, Ciao, Shlan Zavag. That I said, Ubuntu is back and forth in circles, time to mitochondrial leaves before its afternoons and endurings. Sayonara, Das Vidanya, Good Day, Cheerios, and all the languages of all the heritages and all the lands and all the continents beyond, so that we all says, let's loves and lives, every young's longest and prospers, everyone's on alls and alls, everyone's and anyone's on alls on this and all our planets in contact, and as heavens on this on all earths. And therefore, we also says, so it's because we notice that we are all made of star stuff, and because we are listening to and learning from the divine feminine friendlies and divine feminine masculine equals friendlies of ancient civilizations, especially Magdalenian era and Atlantis and Thrace, who moved back and forth to battle kind of use what we might call Atlantis, Pleiades, Atlantides, Hesperides, Vedic, Druidics, all the nativities, all of them, and more, so that we could, so that we can also call ourselves other names, such as including, co-white cap bufflemen, co-changing women, co-Iroquois, goddess clan mothers, and in fact, co-sister Christians and co-cousin brothers of the clans and gens, and we call ourselves co-sky women, co-earth women, co-spider women, co-katsinas, co-kachinas. We call ourselves co-rishas and yamayas. We call ourselves co-kalki, co-mamamari, co-avas caseros, co-onions buddhas, co-zeashans, co-messiahs, and co-Couszmic Chrisztsz, among other names. Don't let those names intimidate you. The words simply he translates to Christ and Messiah and others, simply translates to anointed. Anointed to do what? To reunite kindness and wisdom back and forth in circle signs for parities, peace, cultures, and heavens on this and all our earths, now cosmically. And so therefore we also call ourselves other names, such as co-Cupids. We call ourselves co-Psyches and Eruses, co-Estelarians and co-Estelarians. In fact, co-Aestelarians and co-Aestelarians, because we are combining the messages of learned for new times with that of Shushan. 50-50 promise fulfilled and delivered, with that of the Galilee, the marvelous and Nazarenes equally all the females reparatively, and all the females and males equally reparatively to the eyes and all the apostle families, and connecting them also then to their ancient heritages, especially of Atlantis, Thrace, Ubuntu, back and forth to America, release of Atlantis, Hesperides, Pleiades, Atlantides, as I say, Thrace, we'll do back and forth through America, release of Atlantis, Vedic, Druidics, and more, so that we can call ourselves very real stargates and all holy lands and sacred prisons of reborn nativities and always risen springs, young adults, and the last shall be first come first and very real stargate and Star Trek, Purity, Beast cultures for heavens on this and all earths in contact. Now, it sounds like a daunting task to co-create ultimate stargates in the Akashic records for reborns and missing humanities, but actually it's easily accomplished via the New Millennium Golden Rule, which you can read at 5050now.wordpress.com, and just next to it, read the 11 steps for easily accomplished strategies for making us and the SZEs. You'll also see a page on the website called Among the Representatives, use, because use two shells and shells joins us in becoming Equinoxtrueqsz, Co-Secretary General COCHRISTSZ. And you can see that we have our families represented there, and yours too. We have our family trees, and yours represented as picture frames. And we start genealogically first go first with our great and grandmothers, and then all of the Shekinahs of our families, and then equally, especially also for intergenerational responsible connection, we have our younger generations of Allahs and Elohims, always circles, and always females and males. And so we'll say some of the examples, all of them. We'll say some of them. We have Jiganase and Queen Esther, and all the Iroquois and Iroquois, goddess clan mothers, and co-sister cousins and co-cousin brothers. And we have our white calf buffalo, and so currently we also have Lydia Costanza, Virginia Herschels, and currently it's Virginia and Lydia Von Newtons. And of course we also have our co-white calf buffalo men. We have Myrtle, Rosemary, and Pearl, especially my Patricia's son of ours, and equally Martha and Myrtles and Sophies and Aloras, and we singing crickets and loyalies, and lots more there. And we have our Winters families, we have our Josephines and Anns, and Leland Islands, and Gorgas, and Mabels, and Cicely's, and Amazing Graces, Belinda's, lots more there. And of course we have our Lights families, our Alans and Hills, lots more there. And of course we equally, especially have our reintertwining Venusians and Marians, our Magdalenes and Nazarenes, and Astrea and Libertia and Astrea, and equally especially as Harriet, and Radiant Ray and as Harriet, and Traveling Backward Circles, and Clarity, Jubilee Jack, and First After Death, Wisdom, Rose, Marie, Grandma, Papa, Grandma, all the grace restored, Grandma Dorothy's teaching lines on the lessons of wizardesses and wizards that we all are, with Jenny and Lena and Leo and Gaia family, Rachel, Ohio, Stargates families, Barbara's, Hamleys, and Hopelessly, and Kanjins, and Shelsians, and Janes, and Balance families, and currently, of course, our Shekinahs, we have our Astros and Rachels and Emily's and Julian Ray's Equalities, Jenny's, Diaz, Divines, and Barbara's, lots more there. And of course, our younger generations, we have our April's Ribbons, Rose Ribbons, Earth Angelines, all of the we have our DAYSZ Shiku, we DAYSZ Martha, Chile, and Georgia, and we have, of course, our Lightinglys, we have DAYSZ and Nodia, Lightinglys, and especially, of course, Vanessa Salia, Holmes of his West, Lee's, Equalities, and Leon Rossman, and Hadassah Gary, and Ross Benson, Sharon Blessed Bows, and Moors are Comingsz, very, always, the Lumbering New Times, always 8 Silverines, always 8 Silverines, over literally soon, La Leche, Parity.